Hi traders, welcome back to another video. So let's talk about daily game plan. So this is something that majority of the traders they don't do. Perhaps they are either lazy or they don't know how to actually create a game plan. So what is a game plan? It's basically just you analyzing the market before you start taking any random setups. Then you lay out your entire day, writing down what is your focus, what's your plan on taking specific setups, what's the bigger picture point of view, what's the high time frames like, what's the setups that you're looking to take, how do you manage the trade until exit. Basically just from head to toe, from entry to exit. And for me, the important part is about the management, but let's have a look at my game plan today. So before we get started, let's talk about the setup that I'm in right now, which is pound yen. So I actually took a short position on pound yen, and I have a mixed feeling on this setup, mainly because if you look at the 4 hour, on one side you can say that we're on a major uptrend. On another side, you can say we have a major structure shift because we've just been experiencing a lot of zigzags on the yen pairs, mainly because the indexes like the JPYX and the DXY, we are being quite uncertain. That's the main reason why we are seeing a lot of range, a lot of choppiness on the pairs recently. But the main reason why I'm looking to go short on pound yen is because we have a strong sell, then we formed a continuation short. This is what we call a bear flag as well. We have the bear flag beautifully also tested that 182.5, then followed by a major sell-off to the downside, and right now we're going for a deep retest into that fib level. So for some of you don't know, I have a criteria, which means if the setup is a continuation based setups, I like to enter between the 0.5 to 0.618 retracement. That's sort of like my sweet spot, right? So when I was looking at this morning, I was deciding whether if I want to enter around 181.9, which is right at that zone, or do I want to enter straight away at the fib level. You can actually see that my entry wasn't right at the 181.9 zone, and in fact I ended earlier because I want to stick. I'm happy to stick with my rules, with my strategy. And if you draw the fib, you can see that I entered right in the mid range of that 0.5 to 0.618 zone. So enter the trade, and yeah, go back to my notion. You can actually see that I entered the trade. I say that buy stops were taken out, aggressive break under 181.9, also confirm potential sellers stepping in. Been looking for short on pound yen for some time. There wasn't any obvious market structure shift. Since Wednesday, market sort of picked up at 183.17, which is right there. That's what I call the high of the momentum. Then it started breaking under 181.9. So this is our 181.9, right? As long as price stays under 181.9, I was still looking to go short. If price at one point, if it starts breaking through this 181.9, remember, I'll no longer be in the trade. In fact, I'll get stopped out for a small 1 hour loss, etc. So different setup scenario. This is also something very important, something that I always talk about in the group, which is before you put on any position, you need to make sure you have multiple scenarios laid out. What is multiple scenario? Which means to avoid bias, to avoid say I want to go short on pound yen, then no matter how price goes up, I still blindly go short. That's not trading, that's gambling. All right. Once you have multiple scenarios laid out, you pretty much are immune to the market noises and distraction. So the first scenario, I say scenario A. If price goes back to 181.9 and show immediate rejection, I will participate to sell. That was right before I took the trade. See that? Price at that point was right around 181.2. It was right there. Then not long after I create my daily game plan, my sell limit gets triggered. So if it goes into 180.60 with no rejection, I'll hope for the potential, which means if I shorted here, if it comes back down, doesn't show any rejection and it continues to break, I will continue holding onto the position. So on the flip side, if let's say price if it start rejecting the 180.60 low, let's say I shorted here, comes back down, start rejecting this area, I'll close full position. All right, so but I think high chance I'll be closing full position at 180.60 because we got some major news coming out later. At the same time, today's Friday. I don't like to hold my position over the weekend, especially if it's running very well. So scenario B is if, let's say, if it does show more weakness, that's assuming if it doesn't go back to 181.9. If it straight away come down, I will join a retest. That's it. All right, so if it does continue to drop down, I want to make sure I align it with my fib retracement and I short it to the downside. So last scenario is if price does go into 181.9, then it started to congest or exhaust there, then I will still take the short, but I'm happy to lose the trade. If I do get a loss on this one, I'll have my second attempt shifted into 182.6, which means I will not take any position after this loss until price goes back to 182.66. So trade run through. So this is something that I actually record. Once I enter the position, I'll take all the screenshots along the way with the way I manage the trade, how the trade's running, what's my emotions like. For example, I decided to enter right away in the median of 0.5 to 0.618 fib. I clearly said that in earlier of this video as well. My initial plan was to enter between the 181.9, but I decided to enter earlier. Once I entered, price formed a wedge pattern, then it started to drop. You can actually see that just now, price dropped quite nicely. And that pullback was unexpected, totally unexpected for me. Then right now it's coming back. So because of this, I've trailed, sort of broke even the position. After price come back, I broke even the position, means if it does go back to my entry, I'm out of the trade. I might get it at 181.9 higher area. So this is just the way I create my daily game plan. So the list still goes on. I'll continue recording the setup. Then also at the same time, the one final section, because here we have the bigger picture view, then we have multiple scenarios, we have our trade run through / trade management. The last part of the game plan is actually the recap. So recap is basically just after I close the trade, then I record down what's the right thing that I did wrong nicely, what's the bad thing that I did badly, etc. So that's usually how I just keep my trading day simple. Make sure I record down every single detail to study myself, to make sure that I improve every day, to make sure that I know what's the exact emotions, what's the feelings that I've gone throughout the position. Because sometimes when you're doing recap after the trade, you sort of forgot how you failed and what triggered the urge to say, oh, I want to close the position, I want to break even the trade, I want to add on size, etc. So while the trade is running, the best way is to write them down alongside, so that when you go through your trade recap, you know, oh, at that point I added my position because it looks like this, XYZ. At that point I broke even the trade because it seems a little bit dangerous. So that's just the purpose of this workshop. So yeah, hope you all learned something new from this video, and if you like the video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you all later.